Welcome. Today we will be looking at some common yoga postures. I will review proper alignment of each position and offer both modifications and more advanced options for each posture. This is a perfect video for beginners and those who are looking to deepen their practice. I am so glad you're here. Today we will start our practice in what we call a puppy pose. So keeping the hips high, reaching the fingers towards the top of the mat, pressing the chest down towards the mat and the shoulders are nice and square. You have the option of keeping your forehead on the mat, or if you'd like a deeper stretch through the shoulders, bring your chin to the mat and look forward. Inhaling and exhaling, expanding the belly and contracting using the diaphragm to breathe. If you'd like to stretch the lateral side or the rib cage, go ahead and bring your right hand on top of your left, keeping the hips nice and square, shoulders square, and once again keeping the chest pressed down towards the mat. And now stretching to the other side, feeling that nice stretch through the back, through the shoulders. Inhale and exhale. For our next posture, balancing table, we'll start in a table, making sure shoulders are over wrists, hips are over knees, bringing the belly button into the spine. Good. Then go ahead and lift your left leg, right arm, and balance here. Pressing firmly into the mat with your hand and your knee, reaching with the fingertips and the toes. Breathe, keeping the shoulders nice and square. Hips are square. Good. Now go ahead and we'll switch to the other side. So once again, extending leg, extending arm, keeping hips internally rotated and shoulders nice and square. So you might have to think of actually pushing back that left shoulder to keep it square with the right. Inhale and exhale as you hold and balance here. Our next posture is Chaturanga. So starting in a nice high plank, keeping the arms in by the rib cage, you're going to lower your body down, keeping thighs and shins off the mat, holding here, really hugging the triceps in towards the rib cage as you balance in this posture. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. Now an option here is to go into what we call a caterpillar, which is knees, chin, and chest resting on the mat. Draw the belly button into the spine and continue to breathe as you hold this posture. In our last beginners video, we worked on downward facing dog. Today we'll introduce three-legged dog. So keeping the hips internally rotated, simply lift one leg into the air, feeling that nice stretch through the hamstring. Breathing as you square the shoulders, chest is square, and really think of rotating the shoulders here as you press into the mat. To take this one step further, you can turn this into a hip opener where you let the hip externally rotate, and you can even bend at the knee, letting the heel come towards the glute. Feeling this stretch here. Breathe, inhale and exhale. Extend the leg. Three-legged dog. Slowly drop it down. Go ahead and pause the video for a moment. You can try this on the other side, remembering to keep hips and shoulders nice and square. Our next posture is a high lunge. So bringing one leg forward from a high plank or downward facing dog, making sure the knee is over the second toe, 90-degree angle here with the knee so it doesn't extend over the toes. Pressing back through the back leg, remaining here with the hands down or on a block, or you can reach both arms up towards the sky, keeping the chest open and the shoulders down. Inhaling and exhaling. You can scarecrow the arms even too to come up with a little bit more of a stretch through the chest, or interlace fingers and reach towards that heel of the back leg. Hips are nice and square, keeping the knee forward towards the toe to activate the quadricep. Go ahead and take a moment to repeat this on the other side. So now moving into a low lunge, hips are square and forward, not letting that knee extend over your toes. Really pressing through the front of the hips. Chest is open once again, shoulders down. You can place your hands on your hips to make sure they're nice and square. And if you'd like to keep your hands down, you can on a block or the mat, or reach your fingertips up towards the sky. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale and exhale as you lead through the chest. Breathing here, watching that front knee. Another option, once again, is to take the hands and interlace them behind you, really extending through the arms and the shoulders. Reaching the fist towards the back leg. Breathe here. Take a moment and repeat this low lunge on the other side. Now moving into a pyramid posture. We'll bring our one leg forward, the other back in a warrior one. So the back toes are facing the upper corner of the mat. Making sure that the hips are nice and square here. Inhale, extend the front knee, creating a nice strong front leg. Leading with the chest, slowly come forward into your pyramid posture. So hands can be on the mat. They can be on a block. If you need to slightly bend that front knee, go ahead. But we really want to feel a nice stretch through that front hamstring. So slowly begin to straighten that leg as much as you can. And the final posture would be to bring your nose down towards the knee. If you'd like to interlace your arms behind you, that can bring it up another level. Really balancing here, creating tension through both legs as you balance and stretch in this very effective posture, pyramid pose. Breathe, inhale and exhale. Take a moment here as you come out, and then go ahead and try this posture on the other side. And out of your pyramid pose, keeping the hips nice and square, finding a twisted triangle. Now a block would be very helpful here, so putting that at the instep of the front leg as you reach the opposite arm up towards the sky, really twisting here through the chest, through the abdomen, keeping that front leg as straight as possible, although it is okay to bend that front knee slightly if you need to. And really think of drawing that left hip back to keep them nice and square. Continue to open up the chest, open up the arm as you breathe. Good. Really think of straightening both legs. And go ahead and try twisted triangle on the other side now. Good, now go ahead and come down to the mat, finding a seated posture. Both legs extended. Go ahead and cross one leg over the other and bring the opposite elbow to the outside of that knee. Opening up that chest, looking over the back shoulder. Now you can also bend the front knee for a little bit more of an advanced twist, keeping the shoulders away from the ears. And as you inhale and exhale, come deeper into this twist. And coming to the other side just to demonstrate. And if you're feeling really twisty today, you can actually come into what we call as a bind. So reaching that arm underneath the bent leg for the back arm and trying to grasp or interlock fingers behind you. This will help give you an even deeper shoulder stretch and opening through that chest. Inhale and exhale here. And for our final pose today, we'll be doing a seated forward fold. So inhale, reaching the chest towards the thighs. You can place your hands by your shins, on your shins. keeping the shoulders away from the ears. The goal is not to get your nose to your knees. The goal is really to bring your chest to your thighs. So slowly inhale and exhale into this posture. Maybe grabbing your toes, maybe not. And if you're feeling extra flexible in the hamstrings, you can come into a bind at the bottoms of your feet, grabbing the wrists. Inhale and exhale here. Really feel a nice stretch, and remember to relax into this posture, letting your muscles slowly lengthen over time. Being strong means rejoicing in who you are, complete with imperfections. Margaret Woodhouse. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. I am so thankful that you were here today.